Welcome to the Dardane Show. So I know it's been a crazy time since the virus started in March. It's affected our lives in many ways than one. But most importantly, I just wanted to find out how people have been surviving during this crazy pandemic. And I'm just going to go into the streets. And I wanted to enjoy the interviews because they were just very authentic. And it was so good to see how people have been able to adapt during this crazy times. Enjoy this. I'll be right back.
Well, I stayed 6 feet away from people. And I kept my mask on. I washed my hands. I listened to the scientists, not Trump. And yeah, pretty much that's what I did.
I've stayed home most of the time and avoided high-risk situations, and I have done a lot.
I basically locked myself in my apartment. I would only go out once a week, and that was when I was going grocery shopping because I needed food. But otherwise, I would not leave my apartment. It was a scary time. It was a time where I felt like I needed to connect with people, but just couldn't. Fortunately, I had friends who live around me, and every now and then would go on video conference calls and just chat and check in on each other. I think things started to ease up for me in, say, May, June, when it started to get a little warmer. I'd go to Central Park, I could socially distance myself from other people, but spend time outside, get some fresh air. I think that really helped me with my sanity too, because I was losing it. I connected more and more with friends, even more so because of the virus. I've been able to build some better relationships, and now that there's a resurgence, even though the summer wasn't what it was, what we expected, I've been able to make the most out of it. And now that there's a resurgence, I'm a little concerned. It's getting colder. We might revert back to that isolation again, which is really, really unhealthy in many ways, mentally, physically, even financially for many people. It's really, really challenging. But we have to keep our heads up and hope for the best. Fingers crossed that this will be another phase that will pass, and as a community we'll strive together.
A lot of exercise and walking my dog. Some TV.
What kind of work do you do?
Park behind you. Maintain this park in the parks and surrounding area.
Okay.
So we did, man. Like, there's nothing else we could do. We're essential workers. We got to come to work. We're no different from the firefighters and the NYPD, the doctors and nurses. We had to come here.
Thank you for what you do.
No problem.
Have a great day.
Well, I work in a restaurant and we were shut down for a while, which totally affected my normal routine. I couldn't go to work anymore. I was always home. So it was between trying to stay alive and still trying to pay bills that would not change, even though the whole situation changed. And now I'm back at work. It's so scary every day going to work. I have to choose between protecting myself, protecting our customers, protecting the business, and still be able to make money, like enough to take care of myself. So it's really hard. But then when you look at the amount of people that died, you feel some kind of gratitude that you're still here, that I'm still here. But most of the time during the pandemic, I spent it connecting with my friends, and I finally finished my book, What's in My Head. But then here we don't know what's gonna happen in winter, and I still work in a restaurant. I'm really scared. I'm really worried. We are back. Indoor is open now, and we have to shuffle between telling people to get their temperature, check their temperature, get their contact information, and a lot of people are adamant at doing that, and I'm worried. I'm really, really worried. I'm scared, but hopefully we do what America does best, pulling through hard times like we were done before. So as much as I'm looking forward to 2021, I hope people vote, and 2021 will be a new dawn for all of us.
Supporting friends, supporting families, supporting girlfriends, and honestly just take my mind elsewhere off of work, whether that's working out, whether that's doing yoga, extracurriculars, honestly, that's how I take my mind off of it, and then trying to stay off social media.
Okay.
Just So yeah.
Wonderful.
helpful?
Very helpful.
Survival has been a little bit of a challenge. I think in the beginning, because I live alone, I felt really isolated and got really depressed, really anxious, and got caught up in my head. But through this whole process, it's also had some positives where I've bonded closer with my friends and family and really have relied on them to get me through. We're all in this together. So I think overall, I've been okay. I've been maintaining well. So I guess that's where I stand as of right now. We'll see what the fall and winter brings us.
Okay, so the pandemic has not affected me. I mean, it did in a way, but not really as me, myself, and I. It kind of did affect like work-wise, but at the same time, you win some, you lose some. But like mental-wise, I'm still me. I'm still having fun. I'm just living life still.
I survived the pandemic by self-teaching myself how to ride a bike, which I'm about to do right now.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Cooking and just trying to be outside as much as possible.
That's great. Thank you.
So for me, I had to start with a ritual just because it was like a complete different routine for me, going from going to work, waking up early, to now working home for now like 6-7 months. So like working out at the gym in the morning has definitely been a booster for me, just because being home all day was definitely like making me go crazy. So that, finding new hobbies like dancing more, because I haven't done that in so long. Even reading, just educating myself, just not getting like so emotionally like crazy going and staying at home all day. So I think those has been the things that like helped me, and then staying connected with my family as well. Like this is a hard time, a lot of people have been passing away, so just staying drawn to family and just staying connected as well. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm good right now.
Wonderful. Wow, it's so good to know how people have been able to survive during these crazy times. I know it's been somewhat of a challenge. We've lost a lot of lives, but thankfully you're alive, I'm alive, and we just have to keep moving forward. So let's be on our guard. We're not out of the woods yet, because the CDC is saying there might be another resurgence of the virus. People might start to get reinfected because, the cold season is coming. Let's be safe, let's social distance, let's wash our hands, let's sanitize. Most importantly, wear a mask. It helps save your life and my life. I'll see you in the next episode on the part 2 of this. Thank you so much for watching. I truly love you for watching, and your feedback is greatly appreciated as well. So if there's something you'd love for me to talk about, please let me know. It's always a pleasure being here. Thanks for watching the Dire Dane Show. Love you.